Hi, good morning everybody. I'm here a little bit early for Bob's coming on. I'm Cuckoo Chicken. I'm the new mascot here to Lucky Dog Productions Morning Coffee Chat. So, Bob, I don't know where he's at. I'm just waiting for him to come aboard and say hi to everybody. So, good morning. I'm making funny noises there. I've got some indigestion going on this morning there. Hi, I see Denny. Hi, Denny. So Cuckoo Chicken is the new addition to Coffee Chat. I like to come on here and hang out there. So Cuckoo Chicken, get out of here. I'll tell you what. He gets loose there. I bought him the other day, and every time I turn around, here's Cuckoo Chicken everywhere. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Sorry about Cuckoo Chicken. Sunny out here this morning. Sue's here.
Good morning.
The dog's here. Abby, Cassie, and Cuckoo Chicken.
Cassie wants Cuckoo Chicken.
So, yeah, Cassie loves Cuckoo Chicken. He's get over here on stage. This is a Cuckoo Chicken. He's gonna show up now and then there. I think we look alike, So, anyways, sun's shining nice and brightly. Morning, Ron. Hey, Ron, did you see Cuckoo Chicken? He kind of took over things. He's crazy. Crazy Cuckoo Chicken. Oh, anyways, so, hey, Google, good morning.
Good morning, Lucky Dog. It is 8:01 a.m. Currently in DeLand it's 75 and sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 89 and a low of 73. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., you have take out trash.
Yeah, I'll take out.
Have a nice day.
And we got tree tomorrow too. Hopefully, afternoon they're going to come. So, anyways, Cuckoo Chicken. I'll tell you a little story about Cuckoo Chicken. A friend of mine raises chickens. She used to have a chicken. She also did dogs, and she'd have a chicken party. But she, morning Tammy, she invited. I would just shoot the damn thing. Well, anyways, they had a little party. It was kind of chicken dog based, and they had a little giveaway, and I won Cuckoo Chicken. Cuckoo Chicken will dance. I couldn't get her to work here a minute ago. She'll dance and make all kinds of. Oh, there she goes. Cassie's over here. She's whining. She heard Cuckoo Chicken. It'll actually walk across the floor and and do a little dance. And so maybe we can set that up one morning. So
it sounds like he's dying.
It might have died. He's old. I've had Cuckoo Chicken around for quite a while on it. So anyways, that's the newest edition. Happy 1st of July. That's we brought Cuckoo Chicken out the 1st of July.
Cassie was whining for it. That was funny.
Yeah, she starts whining for Cuckoo Chicken, and so.
She's cuckoo for Cuckoo Chicken. We
went yesterday at the pet store and got a couple new fish, and got a couple more we're going to check out today. Ones I forgot, so we've just been playing around looking at pet stores for fun of it on it. So, hey, this morning they have some new laws. Tammy says hilarious. They have some new laws in Florida that took place, and one of the new laws is opiates. You can't. Doctors are only allowed to prescribe 3 days worth of opiates. I don't know what's all including opiates. From what I understand, they're a pain pill, and Sue can take one of those because I'm a pain sometimes, and that helps remove it. But anyways, so now you only get 3 days doses of that, and these opiates. What happens is people have pains and stuff. We all do, and James says I woke up at 2 a.m. by some firecrackers. Oh, that's coming in. Firecracker season. Yeah. So people get pain. They take these, and you see it a lot in stars and magicians and stuff. They have the money and ability to obtain these things, and they end up overdosing and dying. And that's the problem. You take some of these opiates, and it's like, yeah, it helps a little bit. Take more, helps more, and then you overdose on them. But so anyways, starting today, Florida has a law on opiates that only allowed a 3-day prescription.
Sue said, I used to take tramadol and it's regulated, so I think they might call tramadol an opiate. You used to be able to get, what, a 3-month supply?
Yeah.
Now
and
you
then
get
they cut
only
down to 30 days.
I can get a 30-day supply of it.
No
you know?
refill.
Just makes it hard. It's hard on the people who uses drugs respectfully, and properly instead of abusing them. So it just makes it harder that needs pain medications, We get that marijuana effect there. We could just smoke a joint. That's the whole deal. we got it figured out here, Another law that's coming into effect is like a bullying law. In school, this happened to me all the time in school. Kids pick on you, but now you're able to go get a voucher. I don't know how much work it'll be, that you can change schools. Get away from these idiot bully kids, because
bullies everywhere now.
That's the only trouble. There's going to be bullies wherever you go. There's going to be a bully, and so but I mean it's a good law. I mean, you should be able to. Hey, I don't blame any kid.
Send a bully to another school.
Well, send a bully to jail. That's what they could do. Send a bully to jail, and I don't care if it's a kid. There's no sense in any kid picking on another kid. I was picked on like crazy. The sports kids, I haven't forgot that. There's just no sense in that. And he says I end up addicted to Vicodin, and when I had back zero fun, they needed to watch what they prescribed. Yeah, some of these medications, the medications can be very addictive. You start taking them, and it's just hard to get away from them. You have to have a strong will to get away from them. So
I think Vicodin and tramadol are probably the same thing. It's just one's more of a generic name for it. I'm not sure though, but I think.
Yeah, Tam, you're right. Bullies need a taste of their own medicine, and generally, I pinpoint sports kids. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anybody's into sports, but that's the way it always was. Those who did the picking was the sports kid, because they think they're better than everybody else, because they are the sports people, and they also they just did all the picking, because they think they're better. I don't know. Maybe they had no discipline. Oh, my kid's in sports. He wouldn't do that. The hell he wouldn't. So anyways, Ron says it's too bad for the people who need their meds that they make laws to help the dope heads. Yeah, I mean that's true. People who actually need medication for the proper reasons. It's a shame. I get aches and pains, and I take it's just the stuff here. It's arthritis pain reliever. I take way too much of it, because if I take the normal dose, it doesn't help. I take the double dose. Now I get some relief from it. Now that's good. I don't know, but nothing else gives you relief. What do you do? Do you sit in pain, or do you just do the best you can?
Cassie got excited when you held that up. She thought the chicken was.
Oh, she thought the chicken was coming back. So it's like it's a twofold. You can't win either way. I still think the medical marijuana is the best. They need to legalize it. You need to have to be respectful of it, but they've proved that it doesn't hurt nobody. And hey, believe me, in my younger days, I was the first one totally against pot. And I've changed my mind 100% on that. He said I've always had a huge heart and a lot going along with everyone, luckily, but I stood up for those who were getting picked on. Yeah, that's the way you should do. The movement should be is if you see other kids pick up, stand up for them and just say, no, you're not doing this. And I think some of that's happened, but it's a hard subject. It's something not new. It's been there probably way before even our time, but
it's also a group mentality. Usually the kids that do the bullying, it's usually when
in a group. Yep, and that's with the sports kids. They were in the group. I wasn't a sports person, didn't care nothing about sports, so I was the outcast. It doesn't matter if you like something or don't like something. There's no reason to pick on anybody, for any reason, The little kids, the nerds, Hey, Jeff B., how you doing, Jeff? Good to see you come aboard this morning. Always like to see see new people show up online there. Yeah, Jeff, welcome to chime in on anything. We talk about everything and anything, you know, as long as it's within reason, you know, but I don't, everybody has opinions, and everybody is entitled to it. So welcome aboard, Jeff. Glad to see you come aboard this morning. Well, another new law in Florida taken today, July 1st, is now kids. I guess you could get married under 17 in Florida before, and now you can't. You must at least be 17 in order to get married. Look at these two little kids. Can you imagine them getting married? But yeah, I guess I didn't know that, but I guess if you were under 17, I suppose you had to have parental, you know, to sign for you. But you used to be able to get married.
You used to have to run. If you couldn't in Ohio, even with parent permission, under 18, you had to go to West Virginia because some, I think one of Dave's sisters had to go to West Virginia to get married under 18.
So I don't know, you know, what is a good law? Sammy says, school just sucked. I agree with you. School sucked. You know, I hated school, and it sucked, you know. Ron said, same with me. Made me quit school. Yep. That's, I wish I would have quit. You know, it's like, sorry, but that's just the way I feel. But yeah, marriage like I said, they used to get married pretty young, and I don't know. I guess you need to be, if you get married, you should kind of be going out on your own, having your own place, your own stuff. You need a certain amount of maturity to do that. So, but anyways, that's another one of the new laws that came about in Florida this morning. They I guess July 1st, a lot of these went in effect, and there was some I heard on news this morning. I read most of these, but some of them didn't. I didn't hear about. You know, there's another one. Jeff says I didn't get.
Jeff said tramadol as generic Ultram.
Okay.
And so I said, yeah,
okay.
I do remember that.
All right, I missed that. I was trying to keep up with it.
That's all right. I caught it.
See, Sue's my, I guess, moderator is what she is. She's my moderator. She sits right here behind me, so.
I do things in moderation.
She does everything in moderation. Yeah, Tan says, these days it's just too early to make life choices, like getting married. Back in the 1800s, it was different because you didn't have as long a life. And that's true. The people
and plus,
didn't live.
There weren't that many people. They were spread far and wide.
It was different lifestyle back in the 1800s. You know, I think families, just out of necessity, didn't go off live. You didn't have jobs like you do now. You know, you did different things on it. So it was a total lifestyle. So, but yeah, in today's culture, you know, I don't think getting married too young is a good idea. I probably got married younger than I should have. You know, but that's hindsight now. You know. Okay, what was the other thing? Oh, and there's another bill that it took effect is Florida's daylight savings time. They called this the Sunshine Protection Act. That's kind of interesting. Sunshine Protection Act. So it's been passed that we will stay on daylight savings time, except it has to go through the Congress or whatever. I don't know why it's any of their business, but to finalize it. But as in the state, it's been passed, and that took position. Just says, I take daily, Sue, for chronic pain and from 3 back surgeries. And yeah, you know, you get all these surgeries, Jeff, and you need some relief, you know, on it. So anyway, daylight savings time, like I said, that went into law. Doesn't mean it's going to happen yet until Congress gets off their butts and say okay too on it. So Denny says, time change in Florida. Yeah, I don't know if Denny was up with that. They passed that. I don't know if that was our last election or whatever that was, and they passed it now that we'll stay on the time we're on right now, and year round. And so it's all set in Florida, but I guess something about the federal has to say okay for it to go into effect. So we will never change time.
The feds approve.
I have a feeling they will, you know, but we just have to wait to see what that is, you know. Ron says, we spend our tax dollars to keep the drug heads out alive, but won't spend money to help old people, and that's true. A lot of the older people need help. The older you get, the more pains, problems you got. So you need to help keep the old people comfortable, you know. And I didn't get married until I was 35. Good for you. That was a good choice. I hope it was a good choice for you. So, Tanya said, I've always hated daylight savings time. So you don't like the daylight savings time. So the time we're on now, it's daylight savings time. Now see, I like this time. I don't like the other time. Even though the other time fits my... yeah, I get up in the mornings, and lighter in the morning is good for me, but I still don't like it getting dark early. So I like that time myself, you know. I think a few people will and a few people won't. It means it's going to be dark here in the middle of the winter till almost 8 o'clock in the morning. That don't really bother me that much, you know. I don't.
In Ohio, on regular time, it's dark by 4:30, isn't it, in the winter on Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, it's about 4:30 in
about
Ohio.
About 4:30, it's dark.
Yeah.
I hated that.
That's awful.
It was dark before you got off work.
Yeah, it's dark coming home from work or getting before you even leave that. It's like it's dark, you know. Here we get dark. We don't get dark in the evening quite as late as you did up north. It's usually about 6 o'clock is our latest darkness here in Florida. We're further east. But then, and I said that in the morning, it was getting, what time was it getting daylight?
It was about 5.
About
5.
Well, not in the winter time. It's not.
In the winter time, no.
Winter time, it was 7:30ish, you know. So, I mean, it'll be changed. I don't know. I just rather mess with it. I like it forward. So, some people will, some people won't. So, you know, that's just my preference to it. So
like Captain Penny used to say, you can't please all the people all the time.
That's right.
But you can't fool Mom.
Jeff says, Ron, you probably don't recall, but he hadn't finished that yet. That's oh, sorry. That's all right. Hey, you good? You can say anything you want, Jeff. There's no problem whatsoever. You know. Tammy wrote, I misspoke. I like having light in the morning. I hate when it's dark at 4. Just
one way or the other. That's the truth.
Yeah, leave it alone. You know, one way or the other on it. I don't really want it the other way. I would be totally against it. If they kept it dark early, I would. You know, as long as they keep it where we're at. That's what I want.
Really like if they just split it by half an hour.
Oh, that's right. Jeff, he said he was a new subscriber yesterday, so I'm so glad to see you on. Thanks for subscribing, Jeff. I appreciate all my subscribers on it. Good to see you on here. It's hey, you know, the more we get on here, this conversation flows nicely.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
You know, it gives us plenty to talk about. Let's see, was that yesterday? When did we get groceries? Now, yesterday.
It was Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but yeah, it's the more we get in, I love it when people come on. I love it when people have opinions. I like it when people talk. That's fun. That's part of the chat. The idea of the chat was kind of like a morning. You get your cup of coffee, and you know, the guys will used to sit around the local coffee shop and stuff, and just bullshit. That's what they did.
Denny and Ron would remember the parlor downtown Worcester.
Yeah.
We're all from Worcester, Ohio. And the old guys would go and sit around the parlor around the thing and just have their morning chit-chat.
Yeah, they'd go down there and they'd sit. They would, you know, just chat about what's going on today, you know, and and that's what the morning coffee chat's all about, is just come in, sit around and talk, you know, and enjoy ourselves, you know. I've typically kept it around 20 minutes. Yesterday we went long. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes, because what happens, I kind of run out of things to talk. Believe it or not, as much I'm talking, I'm not a big long talker, you know. Ron said he remembers the parlor. Ron worked at a parlor for a short time there.
So did I.
Sue worked there? I think Ron was very good. The guy who rented work off.
You probably came in and flirted with me.
He did. He came in and flirted with Sue. And
it was when I was a sophomore, I think. I was 15.
I think the guy was being a butthole to Ron, and he didn't work there very long, if I remember right. Yeah, so,
the owner, Bob Burkhoff?
Bob Burkhoff, yeah. So anyways, that was, yeah, the parlor was, hey, the parlor, what we're talking about for unions that aren't to the local there where we were from, Powers, just like I said, it was a little. I had ice cream. It had sandwiches. I mean, you could get lunch there, breakfast there, and what? A couple of times. One time I went down there, and Charlie Pride was sitting in there, and we had our fair. He was playing at our fair, and so there was Charlie Pride sitting one morning. I was thinking there was another one.
Wasn't it Conway Twitty, you said?
Yeah, okay, it wasn't Charlie Pride. It was Conway Twitty, because he had Tweety Bird, the bus. Tweety Bird. Because when I used to go down, I had a store just up the road. I had a pet store, and I'd go down in the afternoon, get a cup of coffee. Well, when I got down there, I seen a big bus that had Tweety Bird on it. Well, I walk in there, and there's Conway Twitty. He's sitting there because he was playing at the fair. There was another one, Aaron Tippin one time.
Aaron Tippin, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Remember he sung that song Superman on it? That might be, it's an old time one,
Yeah.
He was there one time. So anyways,
Where to stick this job, Ron said.
Ron said told him off and
Where to stick his job.
oh yeah, we're talking about Bob.
Not Conway Twitty.
Yeah, not Conway Twitty. Yeah. I think we've all had. And Denny said it's still open.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, the par's still open.
Well, probably when I was home. One time I went there and had lunch with Nicole and them.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good old place to get.
Yeah, it's
get
like
a sandwich.
little diner type thing.
Yeah, so it's cool that it's been around for a long time. Some of these old restaurants, stay around. Tammy said I had a old-fashioned barber beauty shop for years with a tavern across the street. Lots of fun. No Conway Twitties or Charlies though. They must have been fun. I didn't really get to talk to them, but I saw them sitting there eating. I didn't bother them. Just said I have another question. Rewireless security camera system. If you know or Ron knows. Okay. Poses the question. If I don't know, I'll help you out with it. So the other day I moved all my cameras around because we're having this tree cut down supposedly tomorrow, and I can watch them cut the tree down through my security system. So we moved that, made some changes around. Makes it look different. You get used to looking at your security cameras, and you kind of get used to one view, and then you change around. Well, I kind of like that. And Sue was saying, well, I like the way they're looking now, but I have a couple duplicates that I'm not covering a couple areas of the house because I was focusing on this big tree, and so I changed them around. I don't know that we're going to leave them that way.
Move them back.
Move them backward.
We have 3 facing the front, and we have no out the front yard and driveway. We have no views of the front of the house or the front of the garage. Yeah.
So. The way I set mine up originally is like basically around our property there was no area I didn't have a view of.
Except for one side of the house.
Yeah, there was. I had a view of that one too because I had another one. Jeff says I'm adding a system made in China, but it knocks my wireless internet. But it knocks my wireless internet offline. So, I wonder why it does that. There's somewhere it must have a conflict with what they call an IP address. That's odd that it knocks it offline. That's interesting. That's a good technical question. I don't know that I have the answer to it. But what I'm guessing is your internet establishes an IP address, and it must be doing something to change your IP address in turn, which would knock you offline. And then when you reboot it and it gets a new IP address, it reestablishes it that. But what the answer is, I'm not really sure. That's internet networking things can be very, very difficult. And I said I get a lot of questions on my YouTube channels there with the videos I did about that, and I just don't have the answers because it's just very complicated, Tammy says it was Sue actually there. It was 3 taverns on each corner, and then me on the other. 3 saloons and a saloon. Cool.
Salon.
3 saloons and a salon. That's hard to say. 3 saloons and a salon.
I said it sounds like a movie name.
Yeah, Jeff, you're right. Too many RF signals floating around. You think about our technology today. We have Bluetooth. We have RF signals. I mean, we've got signals coming from all kinds of different things. and our remote controls goes to different things, our televisions and that. I don't know, my Google Home, she'll control a lot of things. I can turn lights off and on with my Google Home, and so many things, you know, they're going to conflict eventually, you know, and then try to track down which two are conflicting, and then if you can change that and fix it, you know. So it's quite complicated, you know. Technology has gotten a lot easier. I mean, there's so many things with computers and stuff used to be really, really hard. You'd add something to your computer. It used to be, you know, you had to put drivers and configure them, and now you plug the USB in and it pretty much configures for yourself. And so, you know, that has gotten better, you know, all the time there as far as the stuff goes. I love to work with technology stuff, and I'm not, no way am I an expert, but I generally can figure it out. Sometimes I'll pound my head trying to do it, but I'll generally get it figured out. He says, maybe Google can answer your question, Jeff. Hey, Google, why would a security camera console knock your internet offline?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
Gee, may help. Just said maybe once installed and spread out, it will straighten out. And it could, you know. I had an issue with our system when I first did it. On the phone, you can pick up your pictures of your from your cameras, but as long as it was working fine when I was at home. But as soon as you go out and get a mobile data instead of your Wi-Fi data, we couldn't get our pictures from where we're at.
Supposed to have been able to do that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, something went on. My friend has the same system I do, and he all of a sudden his started working, and ours started working. I don't know what changed. Maybe they did an update or something somewhere, and now, you know, I can go anywhere in the world and bring up my phone, and I can look at my security camera in the front yard. So, you know, it's complicated, you know. And YouTube, that's
Yes.
You search YouTube. I use YouTube to search things out. You know.
I mean, our Google's sometimes kind of dumb.
Yeah, sometimes she doesn't
Idiot.
answer. Yeah, she's an idiot, you know.
She has to learn.
Yeah.
Actual Google, but not just.
And once in a while, she won't pay attention to me. You know, I'll tell her to turn off the light, and she doesn't do nothing. I say, "Are you listening?" It's like, it's crazy. And they just sent. James said, "Yeah, YouTube's where I go for most help." Yeah, if you need something, YouTube most likely has something for it. They just sent this rocket launch. I did some video I put on Facebook of this rocket launch. That was on, what day was the rocket launch? Monday, Sunday, Saturday morning. But it was a beautiful rocket launch. But they sent up this little, it's kind of like Google Home, but it has a face on it, and the face moves when you talk to it, and it gives the astronauts on the space station, they'll ask it something and it instructs them. And
it's like, it looked like the Wilson. It looks like a soccer ball.
Yeah, if you watch the movie Castaway, and it looks like a little soccer ball, you know, but on the face of it,
they put a face.
Yeah, it had a face, and the face would move, made it seem like he was actually talking to you. And
you get pretty lonesome up in space.
He gets lonesome up in space tonight, you know, Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, Ron, you're right. You find most things on there. Internet. Call her your favorite name. Hey Google, what's an idiot?
Here's the definition of idiot. A stupid person.
It cracks me up every time. You know, idiots. Idiots everywhere. You know? It's crazy. Jeff says, I know you guys are in Florida now, but where are you originally from? We're originally from Ohio. Worcester, Ohio, which is
main city.
Yeah, central. We're Akron's not far from us, northeast Ohio. Lived up there. I lived up there 40-some years of my life. And
I just have been down here 4 years.
And Sue's been here 4 years. Me and Sue knew each other from high school.
Ron is Bob's brother, and Denny is my brother. So we all originally from Worcester, Ohio.
Yeah, and so Ron was from Ohio, and Tammy is in, I think
St. Louis.
I think St. Louis, but I thought she said Indiana. Tammy, verify. I think you're from St. Louis, you know?
Yeah, St. Louis.
And
Jeff, did you say where you're from? I think you did. I can't remember.
we're busting out laughing at the same time. Try to make it funny. I didn't catch where Jeff was from. He probably told
Tennessee.
It. Oh, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That's right.
I remember.
Right.
I just remembered.
That's right.
Yeah, Tennessee.
And and then Denny, Sue's brother, he's in Ohio. Lives in Middletown. Yeah, I know where Middletown is. And Denny, he lives in Ohio half the year, and half the year he lives here in Florida.
On the golf side.
Yeah, on the golf side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And Ron lives near Myrtle Beach.
Near Myrtle Beach. He's outside of Myrtle Beach there, and I moved here 20 years ago in Florida. I love Florida. I got tired of Ohio. I never liked Ohio, and still don't. It's like.
But don't call it Worcester. It's called Worcester.
Worcester, yeah. If you're not from Ohio, you say Worcester. You know.
Worcester.
Or we live in DeLand, Florida, and if you're not there, you call it D-Land. You know. But if you live here, it's DeLand. You know. Yeah, outside Memphis, unfortunately. So currently, he isn't where he wants to be, Memphis. I have a nephew that lives in Tennessee.
Near.
At least outside of, you know. So yeah, he lives in the southern, isn't it, the south?
Near Clarksville. Is it Clarksville?
Something like that.
Clarksburg or something.
So, anyways, Tammy says Granite City, Illinois. See, I thought you said, but I say St. Louis because everyone knows where that is. So that's close, you know. So literally 10 minutes across the river. So I thought once, Tammy, you had said St. Louis, but then I heard you once said Illinois. So anyways, that's it's good to know where everybody's from. It's kind of fun. I've had people from come on here from Beijing, China. Mm-hmm. I had one person there once. I'm trying to think. I think Australia one time came on here. So you know, I've had different ones stop in and join the chat.
We've got a couple friends on here that are Roadtrekkers from Wisconsin.
Yeah, we got some from Wisconsin. Got one from Canada. Up in actually, I have two friends in Canada. Pierre has never been on the coffee chat. But John comes on quite often, and he lives up in Manitoba. No,
near Montreal.
Montreal.
British. Yeah. I can't remember exactly.
But anyways, John,
you'll have to correct us whenever you're on the next time.
Yeah, you gotta remember, my mind doesn't work very long. It's not disrespect. It's just I don't remember nothing, you know. Well, thanks, Jen. We do have a nice, good group here, you know. Everybody's friendly. Everybody gets along, you know.
We like to laugh.
We like to laugh and have fun, and like you allow to say, have your own opinion. It doesn't have to be each of us, but everybody has their own opinions, so everybody's entitled to their opinions. And a lot of times
we have dogs. We talk about our dogs.
We have dogs, you know. My chat started, Lucky Dog Productions started as because I've always had dogs. And I used to homebrew. I used to call it Lucky Dog Brewery. So I've used Lucky Dog on so many different things because I have a big love for dogs, and Sue has a big love for dogs. And so it's just that's how I named it, Lucky Dog Productions.
Brewery to Lucky Dog Aviation, huh?
Yeah, I call it Lucky because I fly model airplanes and drones and stuff. I've called it Lucky Dog Aviation, and so that's just how I come about with the name. I have some stickers here.
And explain how you came up with your Lucky Dog.
Well, I'll show you my sticker here. This is my sticker. Get it centered right here. That's when I had a brewery. Somebody made these for me. It said Lucky Dog Brewery. But the reason I got it, this emblem, I used to follow racing a lot. I don't follow racing quite as much as I used to. And in NASCAR, it used to be if you went a lap down, the yellow came out, you would get your lap back. They called that the Lucky Dog. And so that was one reason, because I followed racing around. And of course I love dogs, and so the dogs fit in, Lucky Dogs. Well then at this point here I was making home brew, and so we had these stickers made Lucky Dog Brewery. And so when I started my YouTube channel, I called it Lucky Dog Productions. So in a lot of YouTube channels will focus on one particular thing, like RVs or whatever. I'm kind of very multifaceted, so you name it, I'll put anything on my videos, you know. Like I said, I absolutely love Florida, especially the golf is really beautiful over there. You know, I like the golf too. It's great. So yeah, I'll do a video on everything. I've gotten back into aquariums. I've done some videos on that. We have a Roadtrek camper. We've done videos on the Roadtrek. I'll go around, do some sightseeing around the area, and do some videos on that. We have motorcycle. We've done a few on motorcycles. Flying RC, drones, and airplanes. I've done some on that. Cooking. I've done some cooking. So my channel just kind of verses out to everything. I think sometimes it's hindered me in growing because I don't get the following, because I do venture out a lot and don't focus on one thing. Say, like, we watch a lot of RVing groups, so I think that's kept me from growing more than I feel I should have. Yeah, I've coming up, won't be long, I have 600 videos online, and right now I have 384 subscribers, and I'm really shooting for 1,000, but I don't know if I ever get there or not. So anyways, that's a little bit about my channel on it. And yeah, Tammy said she likes the golf site too, and Danny said I used to go to Memphis all the time. So Danny,
I don't think I've ever been to Memphis.
I don't think I have either. The only part of Tennessee I've been through was what are that 4 Points up there by Bristol. I've been through there, Then says, sorry, I was born and raised there, so okay, that's cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry I was born and raised in Ohio. It's because I don't like Ohio. So I'm not, Ron says I gotta get off and get to the flying field. I don't blame you. Friend asked me, it's still probably too wet. Oh, dangerous out there, yeah, it is. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing, get off here. I'm hoping I might try on the 4th go out to the flying field. We have a picnic on the next weekend. So anyways, I think we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let Crazy Chicken here say hi again. So Crazy Chicken, say goodbye. Talk. She won't talk to me. Sometimes her battery doesn't say. So anyway, so this is Crazy Chicken. Crazy Chicken up here today is our mascot, and you might see her now and then. Ron, good to see you guys. We're going to get ready. Good to see Jeff on here, and Denny on here, and Tammy on here. Ron's on here. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Chicken. Crazy Chicken. She won't work. I had her... oh, there she is. Thanks, Jeff. So, Crazy Chicken says goodbye. We'll see everybody... oh, the dogs are barking, the chickens are barking, so see everybody again tomorrow.